Hey guys, okay, we're back to talk about another mountain bike assistance device. It's this Garmin 520. I've had this for 6-7 months now. Let me just turn the camera around, or turn myself around so you can see what I'm doing here. So I picked this up back in January, and the intent was, as I fix the camera up, was to use this to help me navigate some of the courses that I pick or I plan through Trailforks. Now if I come down here, let's go the other way really quickly. Go into the Connect IQ settings, Trailforks, there's this route course. Haven't used that yet. And you've got my routes, nearby routes, browse top routes. So I usually plan routes, pick them up, you know. Here's a trail that I did, a route that I did yesterday to test this GPS. Now I've got some video that's going to follow this little tirade that shows you some of the issues that I've had with it. What I can say is that when you have a single trail with a fork ahead of you, it works out pretty well. You know, I'm going to do a quick launch and I'm going to choose train. Anyway, it typically navigates well in that kind of situation. Whether it's springtime and we have no tree cover, or it's the middle of summer like it is now and we have dense foliage on the trees. But the issue is, even with a single fork ahead of you, the device just seems to I'm gonna tell it, yes, I see what it does. The device is slow. It's slow to get you to where you need to be. You pull up to an intersection and this little blue icon down here, it's like way down in the bottom under here, you know. So you're there, and we're not racing or anything, we're just, you know, doing a quick ride that tells you keeping a quick pace. So let's put this back over here. Oh, there comes the ice cream truck. Might have to stop this to go get some ice cream. Anyway, hey, that better not be copyrighted audio. So anyway, so one of the things I did is I spent some time on the phone with Garmin support, and they were really helpful in they cleared a bunch of directories or folders on the device that potentially would have corrupted files. You know, all the app stuff, all the map stuff was left alone. We looked for temp files, we looked for any kind of corrupted files, and then we reloaded everything. The firmware is up to date, it's been up to date since it was released. So the guy on the other end of the phone suggested I take it out for a spin yesterday. So what I did was I planned a route that took me along paved, open to the sky trails that then took us into somewhere called Kitchen Ridge, which is north end of the Don Valley trail system at the Charles Sorrell Park at the most northern end. And I noticed that as I pulled up on the paved trail to a single track that was still all open sky, the GPS just didn't keep up with me. So from a mountain bike perspective, I think this thing is lacking significantly. Now, one of the comments that the tech guy had was that the 530, because this is a 520 plus, this is a Garmin 520 plus. He said the 530, I think the 830 and 1030 maybe. I have to check that. Anyway, those apparently have some new, very specific mountain bike targeted functionality. Whether I bought the wrong thing or not, I have no idea. Now, some of the other things I've run into with this is that if you have a trail that crosses itself, so let's say you're doing figure eights, or you've got, you know, you ride trails that meet back at a certain point, it just seems to lose its mind when trails intersect. So one of the issues is it seems to just pick a random path and either send you back home or send you off in some direction that you may have ridden already or may not. what's one of the other things that it does that's kind of dumb? The navigation home tool. We've used it a few times when we were like 3/4 way through a ride and just completely lost, couldn't figure out where we were. We said, let's quickest route home. So it starts routing you back home, and I get a little suspicious, so I pull out Trailforks and I look at it, and lo and behold, this thing is taking us on some circuitous path that's not the most direct back, which is, I just don't understand that. So my test yesterday just confirms to me that the unit itself is too slow. Processing power can't keep up with a normal ride pace. If you're doing like 15 kilometers an hour through the bush, through single track trails, it'll get lost. It won't be able to give you proper turn by turn early enough. Oh, and the last thing that I found really odd was it had an auto zoom feature, which you would expect that if you are riding up to a section which has 3 or 4 trails that all look like they're bunched together, once you got there it would zoom right down and it would show you the trails are actually separate. So we've run into situations where trails that were 10 feet apart, 50 feet apart, and 100 feet apart all look the same on the GPS, and not knowing the area, we picked the wrong one. So we had to turn around 150 meters down the trail, climb back up out to some gorge to ride over, again, had to pull Trailforks out and zoom way down to see that the trail we wanted was 100 feet to the right. Now that's just odd. The guy couldn't explain that either. So I'm giving this I'm gonna tell you, don't even bother buying it. It's not worth the hassles you're gonna have. The following videos have a whole bunch of bleepity bleeps because we were getting really pissed off. I was getting really pissed off. So I'm gonna see what I can do. These guys are offering to send a replacement under warranty because they're saying it should not do what it does. But we'll see. I'll give it another try. I'll do a follow-up video. Anyway, this is MTB Tech. You never know what you're gonna get till you try it out, right? So enjoy what's following. It might be a little bit pissy, but it sort of tells you how it can spoil a ride when you rely on something like this to take you through some new trails that you've never been through before, and it gives you an epic fail. Anyway, everybody stress less, ride more, see you on the trails. Alright, GPS is calculating to the beginning of the course, which I think is where we're standing right now. This Trailforks Garmin 520 integration is a pain in the ass, takes a really long time, but I guess it's better than wandering around in circles being lost. Keep right, yeah, keep straight, right. Alright, off course. Come back. 70 meters. Nope. Not yet. Yeah, we have to go here. This thing is just getting messed up because we're in the trees. It can't get a proper GPS lock. So it's slow. I don't know what it's complaining about because this is the course. You know what? This thing is messed up. Yeah, we're gonna follow that because I think this little loop here is confusing it. So yeah, I would say this 520 kind of is useful in a sense, but it's not the best thing for mountain bike navigation. Right. This thing fucking at it. And the freaking GPS is useless. Absolutely fucking useless. It can't keep up. It can't. Unless you're dead on trail, it can't help you. And right now it's trying to send us back to the beginning for some stupid reason. It seems to have no sense of following the course you've set. If you cross yourself and it's crossed, so you go back to the beginning, or you're heading towards the end of the route you've set up. Now it's telling me I'm off course. What a crock of shit. Tell me which way we're supposed to go. There's one going that way, there's one going that way, and then there's one going off the right. Which one are we supposed to take? Like it says we're not even here. Wherever we are.